Hey guys, it's Dara, and today I want to talk about a foundation that has, to be honest, changed my life. So this foundation is something that I picked up about 4 weeks ago. It was a Monday before Christmas. I went and I got my hair done. So I put a lot of red in it and I cut it. And when they do your hair, they're gonna get all out here and they're gonna wash it. So I was like, okay. I was at the In Style Salon in J.C. Penney's because that's where my mom goes. She goes to the same hairdresser. She's been doing it for years. And so I was like, well, I'm feeling myself. I want to go out, but like my makeup was the thing. And so like I was like, I just need maybe a little bit of powder, just to like a little bit of like colored powder, not translucent, colored. So I went in to the small Sephora that was in JCPenney's and I was like, oh god, I just need something quick. So I picked up the Makeup Forever. This is a matte velvet skin. This is a blurring powder foundation. This is so good. And my skin is combination oily. And so I was like, I've always wanted to try just doing a powder foundation, but I need something with more coverage just to even everything out. The MAC is good. This is great. This little thing right here. I have the shade Y225 and this is a little bit dark, but I just kind of blend it into the neck and it's good to go. It's good to go. And so there is a lighter shade for yellow, more warmer undertones, online only through Sephora. But Makeup Forever, so this is what it comes in. It has a mirror right here, then it comes with the powder, and then it has a sponge. So it's this side, and then this side. It's been used. I don't know if you guys could tell, but there's a good dip into it. But this has what I've been using. So this is like, if you want more of a medium coverage, this is more of a full coverage. So what I do is I go in with this side and more full coverage on areas that I want, go in and reapply, go in on this side and go back over areas. I do still get oily, but if anything, I could blot. This is like so good. Like I will take either blotting powder or blotting paper, or I will just, when I'm in the bathroom real quick, I will just go like this, because I'm a little oily right now, but I blotted off camera, and I was like, oh shit, I meant to blot on camera. And I'll just go in, and I'll blot around, the areas, and then I will go in with the fuzzy side, the medium cover side, and I'll go in and I'll do this. And this makes it so good because I accidentally rubbed off some over here when I was doing something. But this makes it so good in the mornings when I'm at the gym and I'm like, okay, I gotta get to work. Which is like upstairs. We have a gym at work, which is really nice. But my one thing is I would love to have a pool at the gym. And then you just put it on and you just and you could do it without blotting, but I like to blot just because it helps. And one time I cried on a date. No, don't ask why. That is something that was something personal that happened. And it just reminded me of something, and it made me really sad. And he was like, oh my god, I did not mean to make you cry, and I used this. And I was like, hold on, let me. I'm like, oh, I'm like, sorry. And it's really great because it doesn't cake. It doesn't cake. Like, this is so good. Add a little, you know, you could always be like, add a little coverage. And like, I don't have any spots right now that I would need additional coverage. So like, I can't really, because like, what I'll do in the morning is I'll just use this, like, after the initial pass through. And like, I'll do like my chin or my forehead just to make sure everything's good to go. And I just pat it into those areas just to give them just a little bit more, and then I'll kind of smooth, you know. But this stuff, I gotta say, is so good. And you could wash this. I just take some of my face wash and like some water. You're good to go. You could use probably brush cleaner. You could probably use your regular soap. But this is so good. So good. Like, anyone could use this. And then usually I'll use like a little bit of setting spray. Boom. And I'm good. And I don't use a lot of setting spray because this doesn't create that feeling that, you know, you get with overpowdering your face. So I just use a little bit just to kind of, but this, oh my god, this has changed the game. And my pores are a lot smaller. Like, it kind of helps, it does help blur. I gotta give that, because I do have some quite large pores. So that is great. I absolutely love it. There's one thing that I do want to mention in here. You know, one foundation that I've absolutely loved, and I got the full version of, is this little guy right here. This is a Studio Skin 24-hour wear hydrating foundation, which I thought, is this? But my thing is this is thick. So I'm like, I don't understand. 105. But it's like, I don't know. This is, I gotta figure this out. And when I do, like, when I figure out the full version of like why it's so thick compared to the small one, because that says it's a hydrating foundation. It doesn't say anything about full coverage, but it's full coverage. But I'm like trying to figure out, this shit is a thick as shit. Like, I think I'm gonna have to figure it out, because I absolutely do love that foundation too. But I gotta say, because I really wanted to try like the Dior Backstage one, and I've been meaning to pick that up, but this one is definitely the one that's going with me on the cruise. Like, we are going cruising, and you know, something's happening at work to where all of a sudden all our time off just disappeared. So hopefully it comes back on, or else I'm gonna have to try and call in the middle of the ocean. Great. Yeah, but that is it, you guys. I just wanted to share my love for this foundation. Kind of, I would have done this later tonight, but ended up getting a pretty bad headache. So it kind of, if you know, medication and rest definitely helped knock it out. I'm like so thankful. But yeah, I just wanted to share my love for this Makeup Forever foundation, and just wanted to put something out there on the internet, just letting them know this shit is bomb. But you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care. Bye.